What you want to do is start into the current. The current is going out now. We're just a little past high tide, so the current is going out. You'll be able to feel the current when you get into the boat. So you start into the current, that way when you get tired, the current brings you back to the boat. You just drift back. You don't even have to kick or anything. With the tide going out, the grass is going to be laying over some. Ideal conditions are when that grass, slack tide, when the grass is standing straight up. But it'll probably be laying over some. It makes it a little harder for them to see. It's easier to see them when you're swimming into the grass than what I was doing yesterday in the afternoon. We had a real high tide and it was a real strong current, the strongest since we've been out here since the season opened. I was drifting backwards with the current when I was coming back to the boat so I could look up underneath the grass. I don't know if we're going to have to do that today, but it worked real good yesterday. That grass was laid over flat yesterday. The tide was so strong, the current was coming in strong. And this is what you're looking for. You have a dark side and a light side. And if you can see the grass, it's a real lush green grass. If the white side is up in the grass like that, they stick out like a sore thumb. If the dark side is up, they're camouflaged. And that's the hardest thing about doing this, is conditioning your eyes what to look for. Once your eyes figure out what they look like. I was getting 5 and 6 in a breath yesterday. Usually what they're doing is standing straight up like this. And they have a row of cobalt blue or turquoise blue eyes on the edge of each shell. And if they see you coming, that's how they propel themselves, is by opening and closing. They can't go fast enough to get away from you. And sometimes, and it happened a few times yesterday, if they hadn't moved, I wouldn't have seen them. They swam up right in front of me. It was like catching a fly ball underneath the water. It was pretty cool. When you grab them, you want to grab them from the hinge side like that. If you grab them from that side, they will pinch it. It doesn't really hurt. The edge of the shells are sharp. It startles you more than anything. So try to grab them from the hinge side. When you grab them, pinch them before they can pinch you. Just hold them closed. When you put them in your bag, hold the bag closed because they will try to swim out of the bag. You get them, you don't want them swimming away. Where there's one, there's usually more than one. So what I'm doing when I'm swimming along the top, I just bend at the waist and it takes you straight down to them. When you're down, look real quick to either side because you're at a different angle. Like I said, I was getting 4, 5, 6 in a breath. And I only saw the one from the top, and I looked real quick, and then I just started grabbing them all around. And then every once in a while, you'll find an orange shell like this. I'm not sure what makes them orange. I Googled it. I still can't figure it out. They're real pretty. They taste the same. And when I have kids on the boat, I put up a $5 bounty for the first kid to bring me an orange shell. And then when we get back to the dock, I'll sign it to Johnny or to Susie, the next Scallop Queen, and I date it and I put my name on it. Last year there was one kid, Mommy, he wrote on my $5. He was all upset. She's like, oh, it's okay, Johnny, I'll give you another $5.